Alright, today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Um, I'm kind of in the groove because I just bought a Telecaster. I haven't gotten it yet, but I bought it and I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow. But I just bought it, and I learned the other day that that Led Zeppelin played a Telecaster for a lot of his career at the beginning, and Stairway to Heaven is actually recorded on a Telecaster. So that's kind of cool. So, I've been kind of learning some Telly tunes, and this is just one that, kind of popped out. I mean, I've known for a little bit, but I'll be teaching it to you tonight. So, I think how I'm going to start out is I'm going to teach you the chord shapes, and then I'll be teaching you the fingering. So, here's what the chords are to start out. They sound like this. Alright, so the first chord is basically bar the first four strings on the 5th fret, and I like to use my ring finger. I guess you could use your pinky. Yeah, I would use your ring finger and put it on the 7th fret of the D string. Kind of make that sound. Right, so you kind of got that. Then the next chord is, I like to put my pinky, you keep this here, and then put your pinky, 7th fret of the high E, and then your middle finger now on the D string. And a lot of people do this. I do this because it's easy to get to the next chord, so that's why I use my pinky. And then this here, so it should sound like this. And then the next chord is just lift up your middle finger and slide your pinky over. And then the next chord here is a D. Or if you could just use a D and it'll sound fine, but you have to put I think Led Zeppelin uses he puts his pinky up on the 4th fret of the D string to kind of make it sound a little bit prettier. Then the next chord is an F sus, I think. It's just basically a stair step down, starting on the 3rd fret of the D string. So 3rd fret D, 2nd fret of G, and 1st fret B. And then the last part is basically just a G, A minor. Although he plays, I think he just plays like this note of the G on the 2nd fret of the A string, and an A minor. So yeah, the strumming or the picking pattern. So it's just, the first thing is just straight down. Oops. Alright, the first thing. Alright, so here's the picking pattern for it. You just start the first chord progression, you just go straight down. Alright. And then you go put your pinky down and your middle finger down, go to the next chord, and you start out, you go the D string and the high E string together first, then you go up to the B string, and then the G string, sorry. So it should go, so far we're at and you go back up to the E after you do the B and the G string. You go back up to the E. So then the next chord is the same thing. So you go together, the D and the high E string together, and then the B and the G, and then back to the E. So then on the D, same thing. And you could play it if you can't quite get your finger up there. So I'll move this that way a little bit. There you go. I'll move it like that. If you can't get your pinky up there like that, you can just play a D, and just don't do the D string. Just play on your E for the first note. But if you can get it up there, play both, and it kind of, it harmonizes a little better. So then the same thing, and then you go to the F chord, and on this you it changes up a little bit here. You start out the same way, so you do that the same, and then you hit the B and the G again, and then you go. So then right there is the first. I like to put my middle finger on the second fret of the A string, and then also pluck the G and the B string. So, and then just go to an A minor and do that same thing. So an A minor looks like that, if you don't know. So then all together, I'll play it slow here. Actually, I'll do the chords first. So just hear the chords. So those are the chords if you want to have like another guitar behind the kind of finger picking. So if you want a guitar behind like the finger picking or the main riff, then you can just play the chords, and even the chords just sound fine, I think. So here I'll play this a little slow. Ready? And then also one last thing is you hear the in between the first and the second time he does it in the intro. So just I like to start. I don't know where he starts, but I think he starts. I don't know. I start at the 5 and slide up to the 8 on the A string. So and then down to the 7th and play the 7th. So like that, and then you just go back into the. So yeah. So there it is. Hope you like it.